This is Shishi, the sixth reading of our weekly Torah portion of Tisa or Tisa, depending on your pronunciation. It's Exodus chapter 34, verse 10 through 26. It's 17 verses. Vayomer, Hinenochi koret brit, neged kol nocha e'aseh niflaot, asher lo nivre'u b'chol ha'aretz u'b'chol ha'goyim. וראה כל העם אשר אתה בקרבו את מעשה אדוני כי נורא הוא אשר אני עושה עמך. And he said, Behold, I will form a covenant in the presence of all your people. I will make distinctions such as have not been created upon all the earth and among all the nations and all the people in whose midst you are shall see the work of the Lord, how awe-inspiring it is, that which I will perform with you. Shemar lecha et asher anochi metzavcha hayom, hineni goresh mipanecha et ha'emori, v'ha'kenaani, v'ha'chiti, v'ha'perizi, v'ha'chivi, v'ha'yevusi. Keep carefully what I am commanding you today. Lo, I will drive out from before you the Amorites and the Canaanites, the Hittites and the Perizzites, the Hivites and the Jebusites. Hishamer lecha pen ticharot brit leoshev haaretz asher ata ba aleha pen yihye lemokesh b'kirbecha. Beware lest you form a covenant with the inhabitants of the land into which you are coming, lest it become a snare in your midst. Ki et mizbechotam titotzun et matzevotam teshaberun Vet asherav tichrotun. But you shall demolish their altars, shatter their monuments, and cut down their sacred trees. Ki lo tishtachave le'el acher, ki Adonai kana shemo, el kana hu. For you shall not prostrate yourself before another God, because the Lord, whose name is Jealous One, is a jealous God. Pen tichrot brit leoshev haaretz v'zanu acharei Elohim v'zalchu le'Elohim v'kara lecha v'yachaltam mizivcho, lest you form a covenant with the inhabitants of the land, and they go astray after their gods, and they offer sacrifices to their gods, and they invite you, and you eat of their slaughtering. And you take of their daughters for your sons, and then their daughters will go astray after their gods, and lead your sons astray after their gods. You shall not make molten gods for yourself. Et chag matzot tishmor shivat yamim tochal matzot. Asher tziviticha lemoed chodesh ha'aviv, ki b'chodesh ha'aviv yatzata mitzrayim. The festival of unleavened cakes you shall keep. 7 days you shall eat unleavened cakes, which I have commanded you at the appointed meeting time of the month of spring. For in the month of spring you went out of Egypt. Kol peter rechem li, v'chol miknecha tizacher peter shoraseh. All that opens up the womb is mine, and all your livestock that bears a male by the emergence of an ox or lamb. Peter chamor tivdeh b'sev im lo tivdeh ve'arafto. Kol bechor banecha tivdeh ve'lo yirau v'layrekam. And a firstborn donkey you shall redeem with a lamb. And if you do not redeem it, you shall decapitate it. Every firstborn of your sons you shall redeem, and they shall not appear before me empty-handed. Shishit yamim ta'avod, u'yom hashvi tishbot, v'charish u'vakatzir tishbot. 6 days you may work, and on the 7th day you shall rest. In plowing and in harvest you shall rest. וחג שבועות תעשה לך, And you shall make for yourself a festival of weeks, the first of the wheat harvest, and the festival of the ingathering, at the turn of the year. Shlosh pa'amim bashana yira'eh kol zechur echad pnei ha'adon, Adonai Elohei Yisrael. 3 times during the year, all your males appear directly before the Master, the Lord, the God of Israel. Ki urish goimi panecha v'yirchavti et gevulecha, v'lo yachmod ish et artzecha, v'alotcha lirot et pnei Adonai Elohecha, 3 פעמים bashana. When I drive out nations from before you, and I widen your border, no one will covet your land when you go up, to appear before the Lord your God 3 times each year. Lo tishchat al chametz dam zivchi velo yalin laboker zevach chag hapasach. Zevach chag hapasach. Yeah. You should not slaughter or sprinkle the blood of my sacrifice with leaven. And the offering of the Passover feast shall not remain overnight until the morning. Reshit bikurei admatcha tavi, bet Adonai Elohecha lo tevashel gedi b'chnei. The choicest of the first of your soil you shall bring to the house of the Lord your God. You shall not cook a kid in its mother's milk.